guys, welcome back to the channel for a brand new video. Today is March 4th and you have got it right, it is the release date of The Batman here in the UK. Now I actually went to see the movie at midnight last night. It was a great time, I loved it. So in this video I'm going to give you my initial thoughts of the movie, talk a little bit about the plot, the cast, the performances, just give my thoughts of the film. But next week I will do a part 2 video where I will go more in depth and give it maybe a couple of spoilers and stuff like that. I want to give people the chance to go out and experience the movie without having it spoiled for them. So this is basically part 1 and it is just a little bit of a brief overview of my thoughts of The Batman. But anyway, let's get straight into it. The Batman released in 2022 on March 4th here in the UK and was directed by Matt Reeves. The runtime is approximately 2 hours and 56 minutes, so it is just shy of the 3-hour mark. And I must say, even watching this film at midnight, it didn't drag and I really enjoyed it from start to finish. He is vengeance, that is correct. Robert Pattinson does portray Bruce Wayne and the Batman and he does an extremely good job. He quite possibly could be my new favourite Batman. I'm going to have to give this movie a couple more rewatches, but on first watch I was blown away and mesmerised from start to finish. Robert Pattinson delivers such an incredible performance. I'm so happy for him. When he was cast a couple of years ago, I had a gut feeling that we were in for a treat and a lot of people watching were going to be extremely surprised. I loved every single thing that he brought to this role. This is a whole new take on the Batman character. It feels more gritty. It does have that noir detective type of character feel to it. And I love it. It's so different and unique. And we definitely have not seen that before on the big screen. So it was so refreshing to watch. And like I said, I can't wait to see where him and this character goes moving forward. Zoe Kravitz stars as Selina Kyle and Catwoman, and for me this is the best version of the character that I've ever seen, especially on the big screen. Now I'm a big fan of Zoe Kravitz anyway, but in this role she brought her A game and I really loved everything about the character and what she brought to the film. I think the on-screen chemistry between her and Pattinson was fantastic. It felt raw and so natural at the same time and it was really good to see. I'm very interested to see where this character goes in the future, because we don't really know if we're going to get a spin-off TV show or maybe a spin-off movie, or whether she'll just appear in other installments of this trilogy. But who knows, we'll have to wait and see. But for now, I'm very happy overall with the performance from Kravitz, and this character just is a massive part of this movie and I really, really enjoyed it. Andy Serkis stars in The Batman as Alfred Pennyworth, and for me, this was one of my least favourite performances from the film. Unfortunately, because I love Andy Serkis anyway. I think he's a great actor and he's done so much for the movie, community. He's brought some famous characters come to life and I think he's one of the best to ever do it. But unfortunately for me in this film, I didn't really gravitate towards the character. Obviously, this is a new take and it is Andy Serkis giving his kind of, view on Alfred. But when I compare it to Michael Caine in the Nolan trilogy, it's very, very hard to compare the two because Michael Caine for me will always be the best Alfred. He brings so much to that role and I'm a big fan. But I am going to have to say that maybe on rewatch I will enjoy this version a little bit more. Like I said, Andy Serkis is a great actor and I did enjoy it. Because the runtime is so long and there's so much to take in, this was one of the kind of characters that kind of fell under the radar for me and he didn't really do anything that was that memorable. Jeffrey Wright plays Jim Gordon and wow, what a performance from him. Again, he is a great actor and I think he does a great job in this movie. I really like this new version, this new take on Jim Gordon, and I think his performance was great. And the chemistry with not only Pattinson but with Kravitz as well. I think the three of them work really well on screen and everything flows really naturally and I can't wait to see more from him in the future in other installments. Colin Farrell plays Oswald Cobblepot, aka the Penguin, and I just want to say that the makeup team for the Batman did an incredible job. This could quite possibly be the best on-screen transformation I've ever seen in a movie in my entire life. The Penguin and Colin Farrell, he was so unrecognisable and I loved the costumes for this character. The makeup, like I said, was fantastic. The performance as well was just breathtaking. I think Colin Farrell delivered more than his A game and I can't wait to see more from the character. I think that Penguin going forward, maybe in the sequel, will have a much bigger role and I can't wait to see more because when I left the cinema I was wanting more from the Penguin. So overall though, very happy with Colin Farrell and I think he was cast really, really well. Paul Dano plays the Riddler, and this is Riddler as we've never seen him before. I do think that there is some inspiration taken from previous iterations, maybe from the Gotham TV show, but this Riddler performance was great. I think Dano did a really good job. And again, on first watch, it was hard to take everything in, but he was a madman in this film, and I would love to see more. I'm going to definitely give this film a rewatch, and I've ordered the 4K already because I can't wait to watch it again. But for me, I think Dano's a great actor. This was a really good performance, and I think casting for this film was perfect, and I'm really pleased. Not only does Dano bring a whole new take to the Riddler character, but I think every single cast member in the Batman movie brings something new and refreshing to their roles. And I think Matt Reeves himself as director has done so, because he has not only made this film a 15 in the UK, but it's a whole new feel. Like I said before in the video, it feels like you've got a bit more crime elements to it, detective elements. There's maybe some inspiration from the movie Seven. If you haven't seen that, I definitely kind of picked up those vibes towards the end of the film. But overall, I am very happy with the movie. I think it was fantastic. I love the sound of this film. I will never, ever, ever get tired of hearing the theme tune to the Batman. I absolutely love it. And if there is a vinyl, which I haven't checked that out yet, I'm definitely going to be picking that up. The cinematography in this film was fantastic. Some of the best cinematography that I've ever seen. And that is probably one of the main reasons why I am giving the Batman a 10 out of 10. That is my score for the movie on first watch. It was so hard. I hear so many people comparing this movie to The Dark Knight Rises and The Dark Knight as the best Batman movie of all time, and for me, I do think it edges it. Now, I love The Dark Knight with Heath Ledger and Christian Bale. I think that movie is cemented and immortalized in history. It is a fantastic movie, but there's something about the Batman that just feels completely new, refreshing, it's modernized. And I think as a first installment, we should be really scared to how good this really is. Because when you compare it to the likes of Batman Begins, it is drastically different. And I left wanting more. I left and I kind of wanted to go straight back in and watch it again. And that was like 3:30 in the morning. So that says a lot. If you haven't seen this movie yet, I highly recommend it. So if you haven't gone and watched it, then go and do so. And while you're here, guys, please hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and go follow me over on my social medias. I will leave links to those down below, and my Instagram and YouTube channel names will be on screen right now. Before I go though, guys, I do want to show you, like I said at the start of the video, the souvenirs that I picked up at the midnight screening. So first, we have the Batman cup. It comes with like this like bobblehead attachment, which is pretty cool. I think it was like £2.50 with the unlimited discount. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm happy to have that in the collection. When we move, I'm definitely having a bit of a Batman shelf, and I can't wait to show you guys once we're in and once that room's done. But yeah, I've got a bit of a vision going on of what I want to set up, and I think that is definitely going to go on the shelf. I also want to show you guys the poster. It is the one I shown at the start of the video on screen, but this is easily the best poster Cineworld have ever give out at a screening, and this is absolutely awesome. I love the finish of it. It's got a bit of spot gloss on there as well. This is going to get framed, and it's going to go straight on the movie wall once I'm in the new house. But I absolutely love this poster, and I'm so happy that I managed to grab one. I have mentioned it in the past on a couple of streams that I've been on YouTube, but I actually was able to go and see part of the Batman being filmed in Liverpool. They did a couple of scenes there, and I was there for about an hour or so watching it. I seen Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, I seen Colin Farrell. I've pretty much seen the entire cast who were at that scene, and it was incredible to watch. It felt so surreal, you know, a Batman movie being filmed in Liverpool, and when that scene came on screen, I was like, ah. But I am going to pop up a few images on screen now. These images were taken by me on my camera when they were filming, so I hope you guys enjoy those. Yeah, it was cool to see like a Gotham police car and a Gotham news van like in Liverpool city centre. It was like surreal. And yeah, it was pretty cool. So that is it, guys, for today's video. That was my brief review of the Batman movie, my initial thoughts. So tune in next week for a bit of a follow-up where I'll get into a bit more detail, talk about the plot, some spoilers and stuff like that. So for now, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.